Health tips for older adults. You might be surprised, but after the age of 65, the body's ability to process alcohol declines significantly. A glass of wine that was once considered healthy can now quietly put stress on the liver, disrupt sleep, interfere with medications, and even worsen chronic diseases such as cardiovascular problems, diabetes, or memory decline. Studies published in The Lancet Public Health also show that, even with moderate alcohol consumption, older adults have a 35% higher risk of cognitive decline compared to those who do not drink. What's more, many popular alcoholic drinks, which were once praised for their health benefits, can actually pose numerous risks to seniors. They not only raise blood pressure, cause dehydration, and impair balance, but can also negatively interact with medications being taken, silently endangering health. So, which types of alcoholic beverages should be limited, and what are safer choices so you can still enjoy social gatherings without giving up drinking entirely? Don't miss the end of this article, because the most dangerous type of alcohol for older adults is actually one frequently mentioned as a miracle cure in health magazines. It may be quietly harming your heart and brain without you even realizing it. Now, let's find out more. Before we start, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss useful health tips specifically for older adults. If you find this content helpful, comment 1 below. If not satisfied, don't hesitate to type 0 so I can improve in the future. And here are 4 types of alcoholic drinks that older adults should avoid. Cheap sweet wine. This could be called a sweet trap for the health of older adults. Sweet wines and ready-to-drink alcoholic beverages with pleasant aromas are a cleverly disguised sweet trap. There is something that makes us easily let our guard down when holding a glass of sweet wine. No burning sensation like strong liquor, easy to drink, smooth. The fragrant fruit aroma makes them friendly, approachable, even giving a warm, comforting feeling. For many older adults, this is a popular choice at ceremonies, family dinners, or quiet, relaxing evenings alone. However, behind that seemingly harmless sweet taste lies a danger that an aging body no longer has the strength to resist. The truth is, most cheap sweet wines and mixed wines on the market today are not simply fermented grapes. They often contain large amounts of added sugar, artificial flavorings, preservatives such as sulfites. Although the taste is mild, these ingredients cause a series of biological stresses inside an older person's body. High sugar content can cause sudden spikes in blood sugar levels, extremely dangerous for nearly 25% of people over 65 living with diabetes. The consequences include symptoms such as fatigue, blurred vision, irritability, and more seriously, nerve damage and prolonged vision problems. Not only that, sulfites, preservatives present in most commercial wines, are also invisible enemies for older adults. They are associated with headaches, inflammation, respiratory irritation, particularly dangerous for people with asthma or reduced lung function. Furthermore, the high acidity in these wines quietly erodes tooth enamel and worsens acid reflux, often mistaken as a natural consequence of aging. What's important to note: the price to pay does not stop at a few minutes of enjoyment, but can affect health for many days or even years afterward. When you drink something sweet and cheap, your body pays the price with chronic inflammation, digestive disorders, increased risk of cardiovascular disease. What once brought a pleasant feeling now quietly adds burdens to the body in a way you may not immediately feel but will certainly notice later. The most dangerous thing is the false sense of safety that cheap sweet wine provides. Be cautious, because next, we will talk about cocktails, drinks that seem randomly mixed but are carefully calculated down to the last drop, and their harmful effects are more serious than you think. Cocktails, mixed drinks, a toxic mix of sugar and hard liquor. Colorful, eye-catching, and often served with a smile, cocktails have long been a symbol of relaxation and lively moments. Whether at parties, gatherings with friends, or simply a quiet evening, they are always seen as a safe choice to sip and enjoy. But behind the cool ice and the cute little umbrella, these seemingly harmless drinks can pose a major threat to the health of older adults. The danger doesn't lie in the flavor, but in the clever disguise that causes many to let their guard down. Cocktails are usually made from hard liquors: vodka, rum, gin, Whiskey then mixed with large amounts of sweetening ingredients such as syrups, fruit juices, soda, or refined sugar. The result is a harmful combo of high alcohol concentration, equally concerning sugar content. For older adults, this combination can seriously impact health. Even just one cocktail can contain as much sugar as a sharply sweet dessert, enough to cause a rapid spike in blood sugar levels. For those struggling with insulin resistance or living with diabetes, the consequences can come quickly. Sudden exhaustion, dizziness, lightheadedness, or dangerous hypoglycemia. Worse still, the strong alcohol in cocktails is often very well hidden. The sweetness and smooth taste make it difficult for users to recognize the real alcohol level. You might think you're still in control until the delayed intoxication hits, especially in social settings. For older adults, whose balance, memory, and medication use have become more sensitive, cocktails truly are a dangerous mix. That's not all. Cocktails also contain countless artificial flavorings, colorings, and additives. These are all factors that put pressure on the liver, increase the risk of acid reflux, promote hidden inflammatory reactions in the body, and when combined with common medications such as antidepressants, sleeping pills, blood pressure drugs, the risk of harmful drug interactions is very real and unpredictable. The price paid for a fun evening may not just be in the glass. It can mean morning grogginess, loss of balance and increased risk of falls, disrupted sleep, and more silently, long-term damage to the heart and brain. For older adults seeking clarity, stable health, and lasting longevity, cocktails may quietly be pushing you in the wrong direction. But the good news is, enjoyment doesn't have to come at a cost. When you understand what's happening inside your body, you can choose healthier pleasures while still keeping the joy of life. Because the danger doesn't stop here. The next type of drink raises the risk even higher with hidden threats few expect. Hard liquor, when a habit turns into a hazard. For many, a glass of amber whiskey or a sip of pure vodka is more than just a drink, it's a part of life. A habit tied to decades. A familiar way to unwind after a long day. A lingering taste of tradition in a modern rhythm. Yet, there is a silent change over the years that we often don't notice. Our body, especially after age 65, is no longer the same as before. At this point, the liver starts processing alcohol more slowly. Alcohol tolerance decreases. The nervous system becomes more sensitive, easily affected even by the slightest influence. And the hard liquor that once brought relaxation can become a silent thief, stealing your clarity, balance, and safety without you realizing it. Unlike beer or wine, hard liquor has a much higher alcohol concentration and therefore, its effects come faster and more intensely. It can fool you with the feeling that you're fine, while in reality it's significantly shrinking your safety margin. A shot you once handled easily can now lead to sudden dizziness, loss of balance, rapid drop in blood pressure, and worse, serious falls. Falls are not minor accidents. In the United States, they are the leading cause of fatal injuries among people over 65. That's not all. Hard liquor also contributes to dehydration, worsening common health issues in older adults, such as dry skin, constipation, declining kidney function. But the greatest danger lies in the silent interaction between hard liquor and medications, which are a familiar part of older adults' lives. Blood pressure meds, tranquilizers, antidepressants. The combination of alcohol and these drugs can cause irregular heart rhythms, confusion, disorientation, even respiratory failure. And the cost is not just a painful morning hangover, it can mean loss of ability to live independently, increased risk of long-term cognitive decline, physical and mental safety at risk. Constantly overworking the liver and nervous system can accelerate mental decline, something no one wants. So, while a glass of hard liquor might bring a well-deserved feeling after a tiring day, it can also come at a high price for your remaining years. This is not a prohibition, just a gentle reminder. Protect yourself, so you can live healthily, actively, and fully every day. But if you think hard liquor is the only danger lurking in your drink, beware of the next type of beverage, which is often wrapped in a sweet disguise, yet filled with risks. If you find this information helpful, Please leave a comment with the number 1 below so I know you're still on this journey for health and awareness. And if sugar is the silent saboteur, what about beer, the drink often called friendly? You may want to prepare yourself, because the next part might make you see that cold bottle of beer in a completely different light. Beer. For many older adults, beer is more than just a drink. It evokes cherished memories. A backyard barbecue afternoon, a soccer match with close friends, a quiet clink of glasses after years apart. Among alcoholic beverages, beer is often seen as the safer choice. Lower alcohol content, easy to drink, easy to digest, socially accepted without question. But sometimes, the very things that seem harmless leave the most silent and lasting consequences. The truth is, beer, especially light beer, is not as gentle as you imagine. Behind the smooth white foam and the refreshing buzz lies hard to recognize carbohydrates, high purine content, and quite a few preservatives. All these quietly disrupt the already fragile ecosystem of the aging body. The problem is not just a few hundred calories. Beer contains a lot of sugar and refined starch quickly metabolized into glucose, causing sudden spikes in blood sugar, followed by sharp energy crashes. With nearly 50% of older adults in the pre-diabetic stage, a cold can of beer can ignite metabolic disorders. Even worse is the clear link between beer and gouta, silent enemy of old age. The high purine content in beer rapidly raises uric acid levels, triggering sharp, aching joint pains and swelling that can linger for days. From a drink once known as common and mild, beer now becomes the spark for chronic pain. That's not all. Beer also affects 2 systems especially vulnerable in the elderly: the bladder and sleep. Because of its diuretic properties, beer worsens nighttime urination, leading to interrupted deep sleep, silent dehydration throughout the night. The result is declining memory, feeling unsteady, persistent fatigue. The dangerous thing is, none of this happens immediately. You still feel okay after each drink, but week by week, month by month, the clarity, vitality, and joy in life slowly wear away. It's the vague aches in the morning, the unexplained weight gain, the restless nights that seem to come from nowhere. And the scariest part is you don't realize what's truly stealing your health, because beer is still there under that friendly and familiar guise. So, if you're looking for something safer, healthier, yet still enjoyable, get ready to discover 4 great alternatives to beer and hard liquor in the next part. You'll be surprised at how you can elevate your experience without sacrificing your health. Let's turn the page to the next chapter. 4 alcohol alternatives for older adults, healthier and more refreshing. Kombucha, the fermented drink that awakens your digestive system. Sometimes, the body doesn't need words to speak. It expresses itself through feelings of sluggishness, prolonged fatigue, sluggish digestion, or a persistent gloomy mood. That is when it needs gentle and proper care. As we age, the digestive system becomes more fragile. What few realize is that this decline deeply affects the entire body, from vitality and concentration to emotional stability. Kombucha is not a passing trend. It is one of the traditional fermented beverages, carefully crafted over time to bring real restoration to the body. Brewed from tea, combined with live probiotics and a very small amount of sugar to activate fermentation, kombucha creates a unique drink with a mild, tangy flavor and gentle, effervescent bubbles. It feels like a fresh breeze, vibrant yet subtle, pleasant without being superficial. In a small glass of kombucha lies a wealth of nourishing elements: probiotics that support a healthy gut, B vitamins that improve metabolism, and organic acids that aid natural detoxification. All of these aim to restore the microbiome, often called the second brain of the human body. For older adults who often face constipation, bloating, or poor nutrient absorption, kombucha is more than just a drink. It is an act of kindness toward oneself, a small gesture with great meaning. Unlike alcohol, which can irritate the stomach lining and dull clarity, kombucha offers the opposite experience. It can boost energy, sharpen the mind, and even support the immune system, which weakens over time. At first, the naturally tart flavor of kombucha may take some getting used to, but the more you drink, the more you will appreciate its depth, like life itself, full of nuance and worth exploring. Many elderly people share that maintaining a regular habit of drinking kombucha, especially non-alcoholic or very low alcohol versions, makes them feel lighter, mentally steadier, and emotionally calmer. Drinking kombucha can become a refined, private ritual, no less elegant than savoring a glass of wine or whiskey used to be. A chilled glass of kombucha with just the right fizz not only satisfies the palate but also soothes the mind. What's wonderful is that kombucha lets you join social gatherings, raise a glass, and enjoy conversations without compromising your health or settling for anything that doesn't feel right. You're not just avoiding something harmful, you're choosing something better, more suitable for a body that needs care. And that choice brings pride not because you gave something up, but because you are kindly listening to yourself. Imagine this. What if there were a drink that could soothe your nervous system, bring a sense of ease like a light party in your mind, yet contain no alcohol or artificial sugars? What you're about to discover is more than just a drink. It's a new approach for the years ahead, a shift in mindset, a meaningful toast to living well and living beautifully in later life. Red wine, a friendly companion for the brain and health. For a long time, red wine has been more than just a drink associated with sophistication and relaxation. It has also been a symbol of culture and health. Especially for older adults, it is considered one of the few alcoholic beverages that can bring positive benefits if consumed properly. The key doesn't lie in a full glass, but in the right amount. Unlike spirits or cocktails, which often contain high sugar and alcohol levels, red wine, especially varieties rich in resveratrol, offers something special that few drinks can match. Enhancing cardiovascular health, improving blood circulation, and supporting mental clarity. Resveratrol, a powerful polyphenol found in red grape skins, has been scientifically proven to strengthen vascular function, reduce inflammation in the body. These are critical factors for older adults, a group prone to cardiovascular issues and memory decline. A small glass of red wine, about 150 ml, a few times a week, can help increase good cholesterol, HDL, protect blood vessel walls from oxidative damage. However, moderation is not just advice, it is a strict rule. Because if abused, even red wine can increase liver burden, cause blood pressure irregularities, affect sleep quality. The true magic only happens with balance. Additionally, a lesser-known benefit is that red wine contains compounds capable of protecting nerve cells by crossing the blood-brain barrier to fight oxidative stress directly in brain tissue. Many older adults share that just a small glass of red wine brings a warm, pleasant, and relaxing feeling, not from intoxication, but thanks to natural vasodilation and a mild calming effect. Choosing the right wine is also important. Prioritizing organic wines with low sulfite content helps minimize common side effects such as flushing and headache symptoms that tend to increase with aging. Especially drinking wine with meals, particularly when paired with healthy fats or lean proteins, not only slows absorption but also better protects the stomach lining. When carefully selected and purposefully consumed, red wine can become a ritual that combines enjoyment with healthcare. So what if you could keep the elegance of wine, yet be gentler on your body, still full of flavor and joy with every sip? A more refined choice awaits your discovery, offering a refreshing and fulfilling sensation while maintaining full control in every glass. Adaptogen Herbal Mocktail. Social joy without side effects. In modern life, when joy is often associated with strong alcoholic drinks, adaptogen herbal mocktails emerge as a more refined and healthier choice. This is not simply a non-alcoholic version of a cocktail, but a carefully crafted beverage to soothe stress, bring balance to mind and body, while still preserving the feeling of delight and refreshment in every sip. Herbs such as ashwagandha, lemon balm, ginger, holy basil, chamomile are known for their ability to regulate stress hormones, reduce inflammation, and gently stimulate the spirit without causing fatigue or loss of control. For older adults who often face anxiety, insomnia, or fatigue due to medication, adaptogen mocktails offer a natural, gentle, and safe solution. A mocktail made from sparkling water, fresh herbs, citrus fruits, and adaptogens is not just a drink but a spiritual ritual, bringing the fresh aroma of mint, the mild warmth of ginger's spice, and the gentle scent of lavender. These mocktails connect people through clarity without the need for alcohol or fear of next-day headaches. especially for those with chronic illnesses or on medication. Mocktails are an excellent choice in raising blood pressure, not causing blood sugar dips, and not producing dangerous drug interactions. Most importantly, you maintain full control over your emotions and body, still fully present in the moment and raising your glass to celebrate life without paying the price with your health or mental well-being. Imagine choosing to drink an adaptogen mocktail every day, with positive energy spreading, a clearer mind, and inspiring those around you that age is no barrier to enjoying a full and meaningful life. This is a refined choice, a gentle yet meaningful step toward unlimited joy. The next alternative might surprise you. Low-alcohol spritzers, wine mixed with sparkling water. The simple yet charming combination of wine and sparkling water creates a light but still sophisticated drink, the spritzer. There is something truly beautiful in simplicity, where joy is not excess but a feeling of lightness and ease. For older adults who still appreciate elegance in every glass, while wanting to listen to and respect their changing bodies, the spritzer is the perfect choice, an ideal crossroad between enjoyment and moderation. It's not about giving up, but offering the body something gentle and easy to accept. Just a little diluted red wine with sparkling water, the spritzer transforms a familiar drink into a fresh, gentle experience that is easier on health. The alcohol content is reduced by half or more, yet it still retains delicate, delicious flavors and the relaxing, poetic feeling in every sip. At the same time, it avoids unwanted consequences such as dizziness, dehydration, or restless sleep often caused by stronger drinks. As we age, kidneys become more sensitive, balance ability decreases, and sleep becomes fragile. Spritzers become a wise drinking choice, respecting the body and a new rhythm of life. They help rehydrate, soothe, relax, and slow down life in a positive direction enough for you to join in and enjoy without compromising health. Add a slice of fresh orange, a few berries, or a sprig of fresh mint, and the spritzer becomes not just a drink, but a complete moment to feel and enjoy. Even the eyes are pampered by a tall glass with sparkling bubbles shimmering under gentle light. You don't need strong alcohol to feel the elegance and joy of social gatherings. Spritzers are usually sipped slowly, helping you drink mindfully, listen to your body, and avoid crossing limits. For those who want to maintain grace in social occasions but prioritize health, spritzers are a quiet revolution, gentle but profound, like a meaningful whisper. But what if you could keep that peace, that precious ritual without alcohol? A drink that is not only safe but supports health, digestion, boosts energy, and improves mood. When you not only change the drink but also replace old habits with smarter choices, that is when true sustainable transformation begins. Healthy aging. Aging is not decline, but a process of refinement and maturation. Like the body, our choices can evolve toward being gentler, more subtle, and more intentional. Alcohol, once a symbol of joy, sharing, and comfort, now after age 65 carries a different meaning. What once helped us relax can become a burden on the liver. What once brought sleep can steal restful nights. And what once connected people can inadvertently pull us away from the healthiest version of ourselves. However, the truth is, you don't need to give up joy to maintain health. You just need to know which joys are truly good for your body. Each drink in this guide does not deny pleasure, but redefines it. Whether it's a glass of red wine at dinner, a sparkling spritzer under the sun, a gut-friendly kombucha, or a gentle herbal mocktail, the ritual remains. The connection remains, but the negative consequences no longer. This is not about perfection, but about awareness, protecting mental clarity, bone strength, and the heartbeat. Every sip becomes a decision to honor your body, your journey, and your future. Perhaps the most important thing is to be fully present for your loved ones and life's most precious moments. This world is full of traps, empty indulgences, and shortcuts that trade away health. But aging healthily is an act of rebellion, choosing vitality instead of numbness, clear memories instead of fog, presence instead of avoidance. The price of wrong drinking choices often starts quietly: a sleepless night, a dizzy spell, a slight distraction. But over time, these damages accumulate. Fortunately, the benefits of small changes accumulate over the years. Replacing a harmful drink with a nourishing choice may seem simple, but it is a precious gift to your brain, liver, balance, and sleep, a sustainable and powerful asset. You deserve to fully enjoy these years, clear-minded, steady, and healthy. So raise your glass not to reminisce about the past, but to welcome the future you choose to protect. Because aging is not the end of celebrations, but a beginning, celebrating in a different, deeper, and wiser way. These reflections hope to inspire you to live fully, sincerely, and consciously. Now is the time to take a moment to reflect and share one thing you have learned and plan to apply in life. Let's journey together in embracing and spreading these truths. If you find this video helpful, please leave a 1 in the comments. If not, you may leave a 0. Every feedback is valuable to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more useful content. Thank you for watching and live your life your way.